Alright, it's another middle of the day situation, so the kids are watching TV. You're going to hear noise in the background. We're just going to have to live with it. So I am trying out this Brambleberry premix. It's an African black soap. I bought an African black soap from Royal Appleberry. That's Kenny. I'll put a link for her down in the description as well. And I really, really liked it for my face, so I want to make an unscented African black soap bar, and I wanted to try out these premixes. It's got some chonk in there. Like you can kind of, hopefully you can see there's some chonk. I've never made this before, so that's why we're doing it here on the vlog and not on the main channel. And I am going to add some color to it though, because I like a little bit of color in my bars. So I know there's supposed to be a specific amount in here, but especially with how some of these chunkies are like stuck up in the bag, I'm going to pour it out and see how much there actually is. Alright, so there's about 33 ounces in here. So I need to go check the Brambleberry website for how much lye and water I need to add to this. Alright, so I've got the Brambleberry site up, and it's letting me know how much lye and water I need to mix up, so I'm going to do that off camera. So I've got my lye done, and these are the colorants I'm going to be using. I've got Ballet Slippers and I Dream in Purple. I'm not really certain how this is going to go, if I'm honest, because this has got... I've never worked with this before, and there's a lot of separation here. So the good bits that are down in there. Hopefully I can do it right. Fingers crossed. We'll see. But I definitely want it to be pretty. I feel like there's a lot of unscented soaps that are also just kind of boring, you know? No color or like minimal color, which, you know, has its time and place, but unscented deserves to be pretty too. We'll see how this goes. Alright, there's my colors. I also feel like this is not going to be enough to fill a Brambleberry loaf. Making soap. Huh? What?
What was the meaning of your name?
Your name? Off the top of my head, I don't remember. In we go. Oh, she's chunky. Okay. Now let's split it off to my colors. It's so liquidy. Did not expect it to be this liquidy. Okay. Well, we can work with that. Let's see how we're doing with another blend. Wow, it's still so liquidy. We might have achieved a good consistency here. Let's give it a shot. And let's switch sides. Yeah, that's definitely not going to fill the whole mold. That is for sure. Let's get this a little bit of texture, I think. Okay. Well, there we go. So we'll let this set and we'll pull it out tomorrow. See how we did. Alright, so there is the top. Looking kind of dreamy, which I like. So, yeah, time to let this set. editing Raven here. Months later, I just want to note I'm about to go on a little bit of a tangent about the amount of oils and how it doesn't fit in the mold. This was short-sighted and incorrect. I should have bought the next size up oils, but I am in fact a dumbass, and I didn't. So just take my complaints coming up here with a grain of salt. Okay, and before I forget, just a quick thought. I don't like how this works. So that bag is not enough to fill the mold. So you can see how much of a gap there is. And there's how much we normally fill up the 5-pound mold. So there's definitely not enough to fill a 5-pound mold. But if I got 2 of them, it'd be too much. And then I'd have all this extra. So I don't know. I'll have to double check their website if there was a way I could have ordered, like, quote unquote, the right amount. But I feel like I checked that when I bought it, and there wasn't. So, not a big fan of that. I feel like the sizes of the premixes should be to fit your molds. Like the molds that you sell. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. But that's my thought initially. So when I was talking about organizing myself a little better, this is kind of what I mean. So I mentioned a while back that I was going to be trying to do a little bit of bullet journaling. So this is my journal. It comes from my friend Robin. You should definitely check out her shop. But it's so cute. Look at how great is that, right? Love it. So I did have another journal that I was trying to use, but I found I didn't like it. It was, I think, either blank or had lines. This grid paper, ooh, I like this. This dot grid, lovely. So this is page 37 of my little notebook, and this is my daily log for today. So I have been finding that doing this kind of thing has been helping me not overload myself with activities. So here in blue, this is all like personal stuff, and in purple is business related stuff. It looks significantly more intense than it actually is. A lot of this is just throwing stickers on boxes and putting soaps in boxes. So I'll be working on that off and on throughout the entire day, and I'll be able to get that done relatively quickly. And then I can already check off certain activities here. Like I am filming for the vlog right now. Good for me. And I have the business dishes going right now. So I can already take off 2 things. I do still need to do a bunch of other stuff, but you know, it's a start. And I was introduced to some new pens, if you are a stationery dork like me. So these are the Papermate Inkjoy pens, which the only problem I have with them is that unlike the Sharpie pens that I normally use, which the name of those I forget, but I've put them on the vlog before. S-Gel. The S-Gel? Yeah, S-Gel Sharpie pens. Those have a really smooth writing. These are not as smooth. And I frequently have a problem with the black, that even though you can see it's still got a decent amount of ink inside the body of the pen, it frequently will start not writing as well. But it comes in fun colors, and I'm finding that useful. I think the S-Gel comes in some other colors, but it is really hard for me to keep those accessible to me because the rest of the family also really likes those pens. And then the star of the show has been these guys. And again, I talk about my friend Robin a lot over at Nickel Art Studio, but we hang out a lot. So these are the Zebra mild liner pens. So one end over here is a brush, and the other end over here is a nib. I did spend over a month using these before I realized they were double-ended because I can't read. So I really, really, really like these. Just to kind of show them in practice here. Let's see, it's fine. That was my Russian lessons. An older daily vlog. More Russian. I don't know. But yeah, here. So like, I was taking inventory because I'm switching over to Soapmaker 3 for our inventory. And you can kind of see here, I was using them to color code these while I was weighing all of them. But I really like them. So that's how they look with the nib. And then I just use the brush side as like a highlighter. So when I complete a task, you can kind of tell here, when I complete a task, I highlight it so that I know that it's been done. So anytime something didn't get finished, it's just not highlighted. So So, yeah. That has been super helpful. This is more inventory that I need to do of materials. I hate doing material inventory. It's really annoying. But you gotta do it. Gotta keep track of where things are at. So it's really important to know where your expenses are at and where you're low on things, because ever since we stopped using Inventora, I have been having a harder time keeping track of our materials and making sure we're not running out of supplies. Like, we have been making Perma lineup and Pride soaps and Dorothy soaps for the last month or so, and I didn't realize that we were completely out of several of the fragrances that we need for that. So some of them will not be done in time for launch, which sucks. But what are you going to do? Eventually they'll get restocked. Plus, a lot of supplies are becoming more expensive. Like right now, there is a global olive oil shortage for a variety of reasons. And the big, huge 35-pound containers of olive oil we used to get at Restaurant Depot used to be about $90. Now they're $140. So they have gone up significantly in price, which sucks. And that means I'm trying to see if I can maybe create a cheaper base batch. I mean, I still want to leave our current base exactly as it is. I don't want to make any changes there. But I think it would maybe be good to offer more budget-friendly options. I know that right now $8 a bar for low tops and $11 a bar for high tops can be kind of pricey. And we're probably going to have to raise that price in the next 6 months or so if this olive oil shortage continues, especially. It's very expensive. And, you know, you got to account for that in the cost of your product. I don't want to raise our prices again, but we might have to. So it would be nice to have some sort of budget options available and see how those sell, but that means having to formulate a new recipe. So I bought some manteca, which I'm probably mispronouncing. It's pork tallow. It's pork lard. And then also corn oil. And I think I bought some more canola oil because those are largely like the cheapest oils. And I've been fiddling around numerically with a possible recipe, but I don't really like the qualities that it looks like it's going to have. I think I'm going to have to still include a harder oil, but I have to decide what and how much. So we'll see. And I think the rest of this vlog is going to be just some soap making. I've got a whole bunch of footage from making soaps over the last few weeks. Like I mentioned in the last vlog, I need to be doing these more sustainably for me, and trying to film every week lately has been really difficult. So I think I'm going to kind of compile a couple weeks worth of footage and try to pull some more things in together while I can. A lot of it, I think, is going to be production. Not just because we're coming close to our only sale of the year, so a lot of production is going on right now, but I find that kind of stuff pretty interesting. So it's going to be a lot of production and a lot of numbers and inventory and business stuff, I think, is going to be the best way to do that. So also, I want to make sure that I am filming less stuff with my kids, unless I'm explicitly filming in a way that means that you can't see their faces, because let me tell you, editing the vlogs and having to blur out their faces takes up a lot of time, and I just am not comfortable having their faces on the channel. I know there's some older videos where their faces were visible, and I have largely privated most of those videos because no. Especially with how desperate my kids are sometimes to be on camera. Y'all don't know what you're agreeing to. So I think with that, I'm going to go ahead and dive into the production side, some of the soap making that I have. I'm going to set it to some nice chill music, and you can just hang out. I know I said I was going to set this footage just to chill music, which there is still chill music in the background, but I also wanted to talk for a little bit, because nothing but just empty footage with chill music is great and all, but not really my content. So it's obviously been a while since the last time I posted a vlog, and all of this footage was filmed back in November. So it's been a while, and I apologize for that. I don't want to make a bunch of excuses and act like I have it figured out, because I definitely don't. One thing that I've realized with the vlog situation recently is that I was not feeling particularly motivated to create vlog content, and that makes looking at what I do have available to create seem sort of boring. And so that's what I was trying to do here, was capture a whole bunch of just general production, and that maybe I could make more focused vlog videos, because quite frequently my life is not that interesting. It's a lot of the same stuff, just over and over and over. And frankly, a lot of it is going to my corporate job, because I am not a full-time content creator. Someday, hopefully, but yeah, currently I am not, and I have to spend 40 hours of my week at my corporate job. So I wanted to make sure that these vlogs can still be interesting and useful, and I think that one of the easiest ways to do that is to have them be a little bit more focused. So I can't guarantee when the next time there will be another vlog. I don't know if I can sit here and commit to them being weekly vlogs or even bi-weekly. I'm going to do what I can, and when content is interesting enough to put together something, I'll go ahead and post it. I have the beginnings of another vlog after this that I'm putting together, but it is combining pretty old footage that I need to also then include some newer footage afterwards. And I have to decide what all I want to do with that. And it's going to be about organizing my desk space, and maybe even talking a little bit more about some of the organization and planning that I've been using in content creation. If you follow us on the main channel, which I imagine you probably do, if you don't, I'm surprised. So this is our vlog channel, not our main channel. Our main channel is where we do all of our big soap making videos. Over there, I've been doing a lot more short format content, and I've been trying to post more regularly, because for most platforms, that is the surefire way right now to get the maximum increase in terms of trying to get an audience in front of your content, or your content in front of an audience, depending on how you want to look at it. So it's been a journey trying to sort myself out there. And I just want to note too with this real quick, this was making Big Bang, and we made it twice for this particular set of footage. This is the first one where it just really didn't go well, but we'll redo it here in a minute. But trying to get myself in order in terms of the way that I do our content creation and video editing, as well as all the other administrative stuff that I do with the business, has been a trip. And Kat and I lately have been doing single filming sessions where we batch film the entire collection, preferably in one day, which is hours and hours of filming and dishes and all the other stuff involved with it. So it's been a whole process, and it's just not been particularly vloggable, and I apologize for that. And I can already hear you saying, "Oh, Raven, it's okay." Yes, I get it. I like doing this. This is something I enjoy doing, and I'm trying to find a format of doing that in a way that is sustainable and works for me. And as the very long period of time in between vlogs has proven, sustainability was not really working at the moment, but I think I can get back into it. I know Kat has also missed vlogging. I think it can be really fun, so I'm going to continue to be experimental with it. I'm going to continue to not have a set schedule for it, and I wish that I could have one for you, but it's not working out. But I think I can find something. I think I can find something that works, something that I feel comfortable in, something that I feel like still has that drive and the passion that I enjoy making this kind of stuff. So I would love to know what other types of sort of behind the scenes you'd like to see. I have some plans to film some more soap making, obviously, and then I would like to do a couple of sets of vlogs where maybe I'm making bath bombs or bubble scoops or lip balms, and have it be more of a real-time, longer production session, and not so much the more heavily edited and produced versions that we do over on the main channel. Something just kind of chill. So I'll experiment with it. We'll see how it goes. It is, as at the time of recording, launch weekend, so I do also have quite a bit of number of other things to do. So thank you to everyone who placed orders with us, either between the last vlog and now, or most recently at launch. It is absolutely appreciated. Thank you so much. But Raven is a busy girl between being a mom and being a wife and being a business owner and also an employee at a job that is not very secure right now. There's been a lot of plates I'm having to spin, so thank you for coming and hanging out and sitting through this like 20-minute vlog, most of which is production. So yeah, thank you again. There'll be a sign off here in a moment from past Raven. Thank you for hanging out with me today on the vlog. I hope you have a most excellent day. Enjoy the production for a little bit here, and go have some water. Go have a snack or something if you need it. And I'll catch you next time. Bye.